once you get the seated and standing posture, you can do things like these abdominal exercises. So imagine that you've just done the postural exercise for sitting, and I want you to take it down to the mat. So you're going to hold the back of the legs, rock back onto the sits bones as much as you can. Hold the navel in at this point, still extending in all four directions, even though it doesn't look like it. Top of the head is still going to reach for the ceiling as long as it can until you absolutely need to put the back of the shoulders down. At that point, you're going to roll down to the mat, pull the shoulder blades underneath the back, press the elbows down, and make sure you have good contact with the shoulders and the hips. You want to maintain a straight spine, and you want both hips and both shoulders to be contacting the mat. A lot of times they'll come up like this. Imagine you've had heavy stones laid on both shoulders and right at the hip bones, and see if you can help those go down. You can hold the hands on the belly button and encourage it to drift down toward the floor. For your abdominal exercise, extend your arms straight up toward the ceiling, drop the shoulders down to the mat, and then you're going to extend them at a 45-degree angle over the head. This is to stabilize the core and to take the shoulders out of this equation. A lot of people curl during abdominal exercises. This is to keep your spine on the floor. I'm going to move this arm out of the way so I can talk. The next thing that you're going to do is work the internal obliques that connect through the hip flexors, and the psoas that runs through the hip joint. And these are the muscles that are going to help you maintain good posture and sit in that meditative position for longer. So you'll take your left foot up, keep it at a 90-degree angle, and flex that foot. Pull the knee directly above the hip and keep both hips contacting the mat. You're going to lead with the left. It's very important that you don't breach this line right here. You don't want it to come over, because that alleviates the tension that we're trying to, it skips the muscle that we're trying to access. So leave it right here, keep a 90-degree angle. You're going to press that belly button down into the mat, extend the ribs toward the ceiling, keep the shoulders and the backs of the hips on the mat, and pick your right leg up to meet it. It looks really easy, but it's very, very challenging. Then you're going to lead with the left heel down to the mat, keep the foot flexed, keep the right hip on the mat. You're going to send the right leg down right after it. So you're going to go up with the left, up with the right, down with the left, down with the right. And you'll do that about 10 times. So one full round is 1. And then you'll stop mid-air on 10 with your low back. Make sure your low back's on the mat. And you will actually lead with the right foot. So it doesn't seem like it would be different, but it is, and you'll be able to feel it. Set the right heel down, then the left heel down, then pick up the right heel and the left heel. And you'll know that you've gone too far over the hip line if it starts to get more comfortable. It's harder to put it down than it is to pick it up. So if you're feeling that, then that just means that you're doing it correctly.